It is the Peach State Tip-Off Classic, and now we have Sky Dig Elite Huffman going up against British Columbia's finest, Joe Hillsman, Jonathan Hemingway. I'm glad I had a few moments to work on these names for British Columbia, but I do know it's all about Ace Koenig.
Joel, you're right. One of the top recruited prospects nationally. You'll see her number 1 in white. Such a skilled kid. We had a chance to watch her firsthand last July at the Peach State Basketball Power 48. You'll watch her bringing the ball up here in the full court. You see her with the pitch ahead, but she can score the ball. She can shoot it. She's a real deal.
3-0 in the early going, and British Columbia, they are in white. Sky Dig all in green. This is the Sky Dig sophomore squad. Sky Dig Huffman. A long left wing three is no good by Paige Saylor. And the rebound is going to come down. Ace kicks it up on the left side. They're hanging over on the left wing now. In is Lyric Custodia. Shot is no good. Rebound going to be ripped down by Ashley Huffman. Huffman fancies behind the back. Left-hand dribble. Now she's being worked on out at the top by Pankratz. And a whistle and a foul going to be called on Pankratz. Saylor Pankratz, Yale secondary, 5'11". She gets the first foul of the game. So side out of bounds. And inbounding it now for Sky Dig will be Hannah Williams. Inbounds it to Saylor, and Saylor now will run the offense with the right-hand dribble being worked on by Ace. Saylor one way and the other over on the right wing. Puts it on the floor, now attacks. Kicks it back, now driving down the lane. Using the body, shot is up and no good. Huffman tried to use the body, here comes Ace. Ace Koenig back with it. Ace running the break. Ace all the way, layup, rolled off the rim, no good. Rebound ripped out of bounds, and it will stay down there. Kiara Murph came in for the rebound for Sky Dig.
Let's talk about Sky Dig's elite here for just one moment. You mentioned Murph's name just a moment ago.
Just over 2 minutes gone by. 2 16-minute halves and substitutions being made. 3-0. First free throw no good. Second free throw no good. Rebound going to be ripped down by Celia Palmer. Palmer gives it over to Ace Koenig, and Ace calls out the play with the right-hand dribble, moving to the right wing between the legs. Tried to get the screen and didn't use it. Now is going to use the ball screen. Going to step back. Nice roll to the hoop to Dollywall. Dollywall shot up, no good. Dollywall got her own rebound. They fight for it down there low underneath the basket. Pulling it back out now is Sierra Rufus. Dump it down inside, and they give it to Dollywall, and we've got a whistle. I will call Rufus' name multiple times. There's Sierra Rufus and Alicia Rufus, unsigned seniors, and they are twins for British Columbia. Right now, only on the floor is Sierra Rufus, number 20.
You mentioned those unsigned seniors. There's a number of colleges right now that could use the service of a 6'3" power forward. You know, Kyle Moore wrote a piece on both of those, you know, previewing, you know, their skills on prospectsnation.com earlier. And you can check out that piece when you get a chance. But right now, you got a number of colleges on the baseline, not only checking out Ace Koenig, but also Rufus, the Rufus sisters, I should say. You see Louisville in here, University of Washington, Southern California, amongst others, all taking in the action here at Duluth High School.
Yeah, the roster is deep. South Florida Atlantic earlier, Western Carolina, Georgia Southern. So they are all here at the Peach State Basketball Tip-Off Classic. We are at Duluth, and we are in a 3-0 ball game with 13:09 to go, and Ace Koenig will take it outside out of bounds. Koenig now gets it back and will operate with the left-hand dribble. Swings it over to Palmer. Palmer now going to drive, going to get down below the foul line. Had to scoop it up. Good defense down there by Huffman. I tell you something about Ashley Huffman. She's feisty and in on all the plays.
Without a doubt. You know, I like about Huffman so much. Not only is she a handler, a floor general, but on the defensive end, she's going to stick her nose in there and, you know, make plays happen. You know, not just be a position, but get those deflections.
There's Huffman, a long three, back of the iron, no good. Skying for the rebound, went up high as Maya Parker. She kicks it outside. Olmstead now to Saylor. Saylor's going to attack. Ooh, nice behind the back. Now swings it in the corner. Close to out of bounds. She saved it back now. Puts it on the floor and did step out of bounds. Close over there. Maya Parker did step out. A turnover, and we're still 3-0.
Good defense there by British Columbia's finest. putting pressure on the basketball and forcing that turnover.
So here's your twin for twin now as Sierra goes out. Alicia comes in, number 23 in white. And Ace Koenig will bring it into the forecourt. 12:25 to go first half. On the left side, she kicks it back out to Lyric Custodio. Custodio holds. They run a play for Ace. Ace's jumper is no good. Came off of that pin down off the bottom of that baseline screen. Was unable to make the shot. Got a good look at it, though, Henry.
And I like the set that they ran. They ran a little loop action and then got a triple screen there for Ace. Some of the type of things that you would see from the San Antonio Spurs, you know, back when Tony Parker was in full operational mode.
I think he still is. Can't count them out. Good jump ball right there. Fighting for it was Rufus and also Murph right there. Jump ball, it will stay down here with, no, it'll go over to the white. It'll go over to BC's Finest. BC's Finest with the white tops and the black shorts. All in green is Sky Dig Huffman.
You know, Joel, I know you're an NBA guy, and I'm an NBA guy too, and the only thing that softens a blow of being, you know, missing those playoff games these days is the fact that we're watching such high-level basketball here at the Tipoff Classic.
Yeah, some nights the playoffs is every night, or the high three good. It is tied at 3. Ace Koenig holding it out high. You just get to see the future and see these young athletes develop, you know. We'll be watching them on the stage one day, I guarantee you that. Shot is no good. Rebound down low is Custodio. Custodio shot up off the glass, no good. Rebound by Murph. Murph gives it over to Huffman. Huffman with the left hand dribble into the forecourt. Got good pressure on her from Palmer. So Huffman now going to attack and take Palmer, going all the way down the lane, and we've got a whistle, and let's see.
Yeah, a little hand check there on Huffman as she drove to the lane, Joel. And
I think she was all right. He could have let that one go. Nice drive.
But you mentioned, you know, seeing the future here, and I just always go back to the watching Kelsey Mitchell at the Summer Invitational. You know, we had the broadcast here. Actually, it wasn't here. It was, you know, over in Marietta, and watching the future and seeing how she was going to be such an elite.
Cookies. Ace Koenig with a steal. Layup. Woo,
such an elite talent, Kelsey Mitchell, and now she's doing that. Freshman Player of the Year, Big Ten at Ohio State, and you're going to see the same thing from Ace Koenig.
Parker, short corner jumper is no good. They tip and fight for the rebound. It's tipped away, and Ace Koenig gets the rebound. Ace has been all over the place. She gets it up ahead to Gerwal. Gerwal had her cookies taken by Saylor. Paige Saylor, 5'4" out of Roncalli. And they get it up on this left side, and here comes Riley Olmstead. Olmstead with the left-hand dribble, being worked on by Gerwal. Got hit by Parker screen. There's a long jumper. Good. Went around that screen, got that jumper, and knocked it in. Riley Olmswald, 5'9" Brownsburg.
And not our first look at Olmstead. We had a chance to watch her at EBA Super 64 camp a year ago.
Whew, a nice move right down the right of the lane by Ace Koenig. Looked very comfortable in doing so. 10 minutes to go here, 5-4. Parker coming up the left side, being worked on by Pearson. Parker goes all the way off the glass, no good. It battled around. They got an offensive rebound. She took it down low, and Koenig took it away from her. A turnover. Here comes Koenig. Koenig leading the break. Does not have numbers. Stop. Foul line. No good. Hit through false. No, she was fouled. We're going to the free throw from here. It's Chris foul.
Way to run the floor there by Rufus, and a good pull-up jumper. You mentioned it there by Koenig. I like that shot. You know, not trying to force the issue, especially when you don't have numbers, but a kid of such talent. Jumper.
Foster. Look. Break. Foster's second free throw is good. It's now 7-5. And Frank Koenig, the head coach, really into it. Ace applying pressure into the backcourt. Then they swing it over on the right side. There's a long three. Good. Bottomed it out. Good drive, good kick, and the three ball is good by Riley Olmstead.
Olmstead's second jumper in a row, and I mentioned it before, an EBA camper. Many of these kids have been to our EBA camps before. I mentioned Olmstead, Huffman, of course, at the Coach Hemme showcase.
Rufus fading away in the paint is very good, liking that size now. I'm not trusting the score. There it is. Okay, 10-9 it should be now. Now a turnover, and here comes Gerwal. Shevlin Garwal kicks it out. There's Rufal's left-hand jumper, short corner, no good. They tip. Parker gets the rebound now for Sky Digg. She gives it over on the left side. Now here they come up with Huffman. Huffman across the timeline, picked up immediately by Coney. Huffman is going to drive all the way down the lane, stop in the paint, and a travel. 10-7 with 8:57 to go.
Huffman got a little deep right there, and good defense by BC's finest. That's a situation where you might want to keep that dribble alive, a la Steve Nash. Underneath the times, if you've seen Nash or Rondo or one of those kids, you know, just keep that dribble alive and find somebody open.
Huffman will bring it into the forecourt. 8.5 to go. She works on the right side. Kicks it back out to the top now. Parker really calling for it. Now she gets it. Got the pass over from Hill. Parker now wanting to operate the offense out high. Drop that body and that shoulder in there. Driving down the lane is Olmstead. Olmstead shot up, no, and a whistle, and she may be going to the free throw line. Let's see.
I think she is. Emily Clark down there, a former South Gwinnett High School standout. Our official there on the baseline.
And it will be free throws coming up, and the first one will be no good. Short on the first free throw by Riley Olmstead. You could tell she was upset. She wanted to shoot it again once it came right back to her.
Olmstead showing some versatility. We've seen the jumper. And now she puts it on the floor and creates a contact going to the line.
Olmstead's second free throw is good. She split them, so it's 11-7, and the substitution, Paige Saylor, will come in, and going out will be Riley Olmstead.
Saylor 0-0 in the green. Another EBA camper. Lefty.
Ace Koning, high dribble, and now let's see. There's a foul on Murph, and Murph just kind of looks around. Kiara Murph, Lawrence Central, 6 foot. This is the Indianapolis Circle City, where basketball is on every street corner. Rufal's holds, now she gives it to Koning. Ace with a dribble, now swings it up to the top. Gerwal, top side, 3, in and out. They fight for the rebound. Parker comes away with it now for Sky Digg. No one's coming back to help her. Parker really fending off defenders, and they got the timeout. No one came back to help the ball, Jimmy.
Yeah, that's the point guard's job, and they got to learn, and sometimes they get a little over-anxious wanting to start that break, but you've got to have the awareness to know that your post player is all tied up there.
And here's that Olmstead jumper. It was ruled to 2 just inside the line, coming off that Parker screen, and you see dropped it bottom of the net. 10-8, 7:54 to go here first half. Remember, 2 16-minute halves. And the hashtag online is PSB Tipoff Classic. Glad that you're with us. Joel Hillsman, Jonathan Hemingway, and our entire SUVtv crew. Duluth High School, the first day of lots of basketball coming up over the weekend. And we'll conclude with the championships right here on SUVtv.
Big weekend, Joel. You mentioned it before, the PSB Tipoff Classic. This is the first day of the NCAA evaluation weekend. A Friday, many of these kids are out of school on this day to play in front of hundreds of college coaches. What an opportunity for these young ladies.
Parker swings it to Saylor. Saylor shoots a long lefty 3 off the heel of the rim. No good. Rebound going to come down to Palmer. She tried to save it. Step out of bounds. We'll stay down here with Sky Digg in the green and BC's finest in the white. So multiple substitutions now, as Lyric Custodio will check into the ball game along with Savannah Dollywall. Parker now holds and inbounds it over to Saylor. Saylor worked on by Ace. Ace Koning giving her enough room, though, not enough for a count. Now Saylor tries to size her up, goes to the lane, kicks it over to the left. Now they kick it back out to the top. Good jab step, Huffman. It wasn't there. She's still going to go right at Greenwald. And then Murph is going to pick it there. And here comes Koning going to go on the break. Kick it back. There's Gerwal. Gerwal puts it on the floor. Now stops and brings it, kicks it back out. They'll set it up. Swinging around on the left side. Dollywall with a move. Now down below the foul line. Working on Saylor. Continues to work on her. Got it blocked out of there by Murph. Murph with the block. And here they come running in transition, and a foul going to be reached in on Dollywall.
You see how important Murph is to this team. You know, the skill and the shooters that surround her on the perimeter. But Murph is really that anchor, as I mentioned before. Blocking shots, rebounds. Starting the break for Sky Digg's Elite.
Huffman now worked on by Gerwald. Huffman with a left-hand dribble. Parker swings it over in the corner. There's Saylor. Saylor holding. Now she's going to bring it back out to the top. They'll have to do something else. Now she's going to turn and go right back down the right lane. Shot up, no. They fight for it. Coming away with it is Rufus, and then she stepped out of bounds.
I like the pressure defense here by BC's finest. You know, getting out into the passing lane, it's kind of unusual to say that pressure defense is kind of archaic these days because you see so much pack line defense and zone defense, but you know, these young ladies are getting out, they're getting their hands in the passing lanes and creating a lot of deflections. Williams
and Parker take a seat for Sky Digg, and then checking in was Riley Olmstead and Madeline Brewer. So Saylor will hold it out. And here's Ace Koenig. Ace looking around for help. There is none. They go to Olmstead. Olmstead puts it on the floor with the left hand. Now stops and spins and pivots off the left foot. Shot up, no good. Off to the left of the rim. They tip it in. The rebound comes down to Ace Koenig. Koenig, a hard right-hand dribble. Does not have numbers. Goes behind the back. Keeps the dribble alive now. Swings it over to Custodio. Custodio wanted the three. Thought about it. Now puts it on the floor. Kicks it back out top. Dollywall holding and pointing. Good dump down to Rufus. Rufus going to move on Murph. Got it blocked. Murph down there with the defense. Rufus got it back. Now she kicks it back. Gerwald. Good defense by Murph down there, Hemi.
Great defense once again. The length and the athleticism. You see her fighting for that, and once again, anchoring that defense for Sky Diggs.
Yes, she is. Got the rebound off of the miss. Low-scoring affair as we come up on 5.5 to go. It's 10-8. Now Huffman is going to go and float it up, in and out, and rolling in. Living right, got the roll.
Good pull up there by Huffman. I like the poise, the composure, a physical game, but she's still showing the skill to be able to knock down the jumper.
It is now a 10-10 ball game. 5:15 to go.
Same play.
Yep, sure is. And there's go Custodio in the corner, a jumper. It is short. Rebound to Huffman. Huffman up ahead to Saylor. Saylor's got an easy layup, left hand. Good.
Great example there of when you're pointing the guard has to rotate back to be the defensive safety. And right there, Koenig came through. There was a long jumper, long rebound, leads to transition offense.
4:59 to go. It is 12-10, although they have not updated the score. It should be 12-10 in favor of Sky Digg. As you take a look at the British Columbia finest, and yes, that is Canada. Nice trip for them, hey?
They'll be with us several times this year on the circuit, getting prime exposure here at the PeachStateBasketball.com events.
And just think about just the overall growth of Canadian basketball in the last couple of years. It's really picking up.
No question about it. You know, Andrew Wiggins, you know, from Canada. And then you start to talk about, you know, some of the prospects, you know, even this year, Jamal Murray, you know, Thon Maker even played, even though he's an Australian native, you know, played his basketball, prep basketball in Canada.
See more coaches coming in on. Yeah, the fans are upstairs if they're here. The coaches are downstairs. And that's one of those things you always say. It's okay to play in front of an empty gym. It's the quality of the eyes that are watching.
Yeah, what a great saying there. And not quite empty here. We've got dozens of coaches along this baseline here this evening.
Murph goes down the left side, pivoting off that left foot on that right side. Now that's a walk. Yeah, traveling violation right there. Almost pulled off of Kendrick Perkins. I thought she walked twice.
That's a grapevine. Kendrick Perkins.
9-step travel, and they didn't call it. That's what makes it so funny. Ew, nice crossover. Koenig pull up.
Goodness gracious.
Nice. Just the even kill, pull-up, crossover, evens the ball game at 12. Offense is now trying to pick up out of the timeout. I really think the defenses, though, are really giving the offensive fit. Huffman going to go all the way. Got it blocked by Rufus. She tried to attack Alicia Rufus, who had none of it. Ace now going to come with it into the forecourt. Swinging on this left side, Custodio. She's itching to pull up a three. Dollywall has got it down low. Murph is down there. Let's see. Traveling violation. Murph, outstanding defense in the interior.
I think you really touched upon it, Joel. The defenses in this game, you know, they've held their ground, playing without fouling. It is physical, but at the same time, they force the offense into bad decisions and ultimately turnovers or bad shots.
Murph listed at 6 feet. The Rufus twins are 6'3", but right now,
even though she's just 6 foot, she plays a lot bigger than that.
yes.
And I think it's because of her strength, you know, her length of her arms, all play a very big part of that. What a great steal there by Rufus.
Exactly. Parker tried to bait her, and it didn't work. Now here they come with the layup. It's off the glass. Rufus is going to get the rebound underneath, and they're reaching in and a foul on Parker. And Coach Huffman is wanting an explanation from the referee, but that ball was in bounds, and that's why you attack on the inbound like that. Rufus did not give up, and even when Parker ran out and tried to throw it off her leg, which is not a bad play, she was sound and ready for that. Going inbound.
Quick hands and quick reactions.
Long three, good. Safana Dollywall with a three ball. It's 15-12.
I like Dollywall a lot. 6'1", 2017 prospect, shooting the ball well here today.
Yeah, she's played very good and made some hustle plays as well. They kick it over to Parker. Parker now attacks out of a triple threat, going in, pivots off the left, floats it up. No, back iron. They tip and fight for it. Rufus tips it, and then Ace Koning going to come away with it. Now she keeps Parker off of her left-hand dribble in control, coming all the way down. There's Custodio. She's been itching to pull one. Bang, 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 all three of them. 18-12. She had been itching off that wing to pull one. Finally got one, a three ball in transition.
She got one, and a great setup there by Koenig to deliver the basketball right in her hands in her shooting pocket.
Maya Parker now being worked on by Rufus, who's high away from the basket. Try to get on the back cut. There's Rufus in with long arms again. Arms. She kicks it up ahead. Here comes Ace. Ace goes up, shot no. She'll get two of the free throw line. The defense now turning in the offense and offensive scoring opportunities for BC Finest.
Let me say this about Koenig, and they're going to call that foul on the ground.
Okay, on the floor, all right.
She is a very skilled player. You see that, but do not underestimate her athleticism. She is a very good athlete, very quick, you know, moving left to right. And there is a picture on prospectsnation.com that shows her in full stride, and you can just see the muscles that are just ripped.
The definition.
Yes, she works so hard. Check out that picture, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
A turnover down there, 2:23 to go. Offense is beginning to pick up. Here's Hannah Williams. She's got a jumper off the hill of the rim. No good. Rebound hit the floor, but Rufus picks it up. Now she holds it and gives it back to Ace Cohen. 2:10 to go, 18-12. There's Lyric Custodio, a three, off, no good. She was really trying to knock one in after she hit one earlier off that left wing 2 minutes ago, 18-12. And BC has went up, and they've used the long ball and a couple of hoops here to do it. Maya Parker being harassed, gives it over. There's a jumper right at the elbow, good. Good jumper in there by Huffman.
She's been consistent with that mid-range here today. You see the form. But coming.
Rufus shot, no good. They thought that was their horn. It was not. And here comes Ashley Huffman again. Went around a leg, step in, float. Good, wow. Ashley Huffman. Offense to the show, 18-16. Ashley Huffman, 5'4". Franklin Central for Skydig Huffman. They swing it over. There's Lyric Custodian. A long three, no good. Off the front of the iron. Rebound comes to Hannah Williams. She kicks it over to Huffman with 75 seconds. 2-point ball game. Palmer set to check in at the next dead ball for BC's Finest. And here comes Ace. Ace with a steal. Now she's working one-on-one. She's really got 4-on-1. Bounces it in. Someone stopped running on the break. Pearson did. Pearson picks it up. Now swings it over to the right side. A bounce pass. Kick it out. There's a long three by Ace. Good
shot.
Just stroked it on in there. Barely touched the net. A three ball. That makes it 21-18. 21-16. Now they push the lead up to 5.
What I like about that, she caught the ball in her shooting pocket, never dipped it, kept it high, release high, splash.
Hannah Williams goes around. There's Ashley Huffman. Huffman is out high being worked on by Cohen. Cohen kind of let her go. She went into the lane. They don't call travel. Here's Williams. Williams float. No good. A lot of in and out. Rufus on the rebound with 27 seconds.
The Rufus twins have played very big in this half for BC's Finest, as you see.
She missed that one, but she ran the floor.
Yeah, without a doubt. And it's been the rebounding, it's been the deflections, it's been those things that really created a lot of plays for them.
Olmstead back in now, number 22 in green. Riley Olmstead with 6 seconds. Parker with 5, with 4. Parker puts it on the floor. There's Huffman. Huffman goes baseline, floats it up. It'll be short. Rebound going to come down, and that will be the end of the half. Pearson 16 BC's finest, leading Sky Dig. Huffman right here, Peach State basketball on SUVtv. Yeah. Second half action getting ready to begin here in the PSB Tip-Off Classic. Glad that you're with us, Joel Hillsman, and a multitude of guests from Jonathan Hemingway to Kyle Moore to Brandon Clay. As we start the second half, 21-16, BC's finest in white leading Sky Dig. Huffman in the green, and a foul 13 seconds into the half. Two 16-minute halves, and it will be a shooting foul. So going to the free throw line for Sky Dig will be Riley Olmstead, 5'9" Brownsburg. And her first free throw is good. Swishing it home, and they are on the board 21-17 here in the second half. Opening moments of the second half. Second free throw is good. Saylor, Huffman, Murph, Williams, and Olmstead, the five on the floor for Sky Diggs. For BC finest, which is British Columbia, it is Dollywall, Koning, Palmer, Custodio, and Rufals. And a long three is good to make it 24-18. So here's Saylor on the left side. Saylor didn't use the screen, goes down with the left, shot up. It is going to be no good off of the glass. And now, Kyle, you being the international, and what do you think in your thoughts of BC's finest?
No, you look at this team and you know, you talk about British Columbia, one of the smallest provinces in Canada, and the talent that they've brought all the way down here to Atlanta. Obviously, Ace Koenig, you know, she'll definitely be one of the top 5 players in our Prospects Nations International Elite 25 when we drop it this August. But I mean, even more, if she was in the United States, she would definitely be a 2-game All-American. We talk about the Mike McDonald's All-American game and the Jordan Brand game now. Just a heck of a talent. And then the kids around her, multiple Division I prospects on this team. You talk about the twins.
Ho Koning down the lane with the left-hand floater.
I mean, her skill set and her ability just to make shots is second to none in the class. I mean, especially from a point guard position. And you talk about Washington and USC and Louisville and Stanford, some of the schools that are recruiting her, and the talent that they'll be able to put around her, where she's actually able to not only score the basketball, but make the game easier for some other kids. She's going to be a nightmare in college.
A minute and a half gone by here in the second half, and the lead has been pushed up to 8. It was 5 at the break, 26-18. British Columbia, they are in the white and the black, and they are moving right to left, and underneath is all of the green is Sky Dig, Elite Huffman. So Saylor, who just missed 2 free throws, drives and kicks it off to Murph. Murph's shot is no good. Rufals comes away with the rebound, and now they're beginning to feel their momentum, swinging with an 8-point lead, trying to push it out to double digits. Palmer on the left side, crossover dribble, now peels it back. Good defense from Huffman, who cut it away. And then there's a loose ball and a long steal. Lyric Custodia chasing it, goes out of bounds. Let's see, Mr. Ref says it will go to Sky Dig. It will be Sky Dig. Nope, it will be British Columbia. Okay.
A little confusion there.
Exactly. But plenty of the coaches inverted gym, using the side gyms and the multiple scoreboards and the multiple whistles.
Yeah.
Attention to detail is what's needed.
Exactly.
Coning, stop. Foot was on the line. They give her a three. It's off the heel of the rim. No good. Rebound Palmer over to Rufus. Rufus up, no foul. And at halftime, I was listening to Coach talk foul late in the first half. Play. During the halftime break, he told her, even if you got fouled, you still need to finish the play. There's an example of right there going through the foul and now going to get.
Yeah, exactly. Good distance from the free throw. Okay, she was confused by that a little bit. She was shooting an 18-foot free throw there.
Yeah. Again, attention to detail.
Exactly.
And she jumped on it with that jump shot of a free throw. Misses free throw. Chase tips it over to Ashley Huffman. Comes with 13. An 8-point game. Sky Dig needing to make a little dent now. Here comes Huffman all the way. She kicks it back over. Olmstead right to a coach. Don't know who she was going for there. May have been Murph, but either way, it's a turnover.
She just wanted to make sure that coach knew how hard she could pass the ball.
And he did not catch it, by the way. Swing it over to Palmer. Palmer right in the middle of Dollywall. Dollywall, 2 hard dribbles. Murph, good defense. No good. Rebound comes off to Ashley Huffman. Huffman has been all over the place and a nitty-gritty feisty player at 5'9", 5'4". Here comes Huffman all the way down the left side. Kick it back out to the top. Stop. Williams, jumper. Foot on the line. No good. Rebound hits the floor. Dollywall picks it up for British Columbia. Just under 3 minutes gone by in the second half, and now a couple of pulls it on the left hand. Stops and pivots. Swings it up. Jumper there.
Chris Hansen, our managing editor of Prospects Nation, got to work with last week and was raving about. He texted me multiple times to check on her today and see how she was playing.
Paige Saylor stepped out of bounds inadvertently again with the different court. And there are white markings, but sometimes you just lose your bearings when it's not solidified. A turnover there by Sky Dig. Sky Dig Sullivan. Now here comes Ace Koning, who we've been chatting about and been running the offense and been running it well and performing well overall. Swing it over to Lyric Custodian. Custodian holds right wing. They get it to Dollywall, who flashed. Dollywall, hard dribble. They come from behind the Palmer. Palmer shoots the three. Back iron, no good. Rebound ripped down by Brewer. Madeline Brewer is in, 6 foot, out of Paris, Illinois. Now here comes Huffman. Huffman attacks, swings it, puts it on the floor. Now it's Olmstead. Olmstead floating across the lane, no good. Dollywall skying for the board. British Columbia, she stops, picks up a dribble, gives it to Ace. Both teams now stuck. We're at a 10-point game, 28-18 with 11:40 to go. A long 3-ball, good from the left side. Lyric Custodian, swinging string music. So here's Huffman. Huffman with the left hand, pushing the lead out to 13 now. Got a Parker screen. Huffman gonna go all the way, kicks it down to Saylor. Saylor is gonna attack with the left hand underneath Rousseau. No good. Rufus with good defense. Saylor went scooping up under her, but was unable to finish the layup. Custodian holds on the right side. Custodio, excuse me. Over to Palmer. Palmer on this left wing. Flashing in was Rousseau, who had it knocked away, but she recovers. Now going to go down the lane. Layup off the glass, good with the left hand, pushing the lead out to 15 now.
Nice move.
Alicia Rufus, 6'3". Of course, her twin is Sierra Rufus. It's a 15-point game now, 33-18. Swing it to the right. Kick it down, Olmstead. Olmstead puts it on the floor with the left hand. Now stops, gonna dump it down into the post to Brewer. Madeline Brewer turns, face jumper, good, nice move. Turn square to shoulders and knocked it in. And a timeout called now by British Columbia's finest. Their lead of 15 sliced down briefly to 13, 10-26 right here. This is Peach State Basketball Tip-Off Classic right here on SUVtv.
Hit me up sometime, man. Sure. Yeah.
That was Lyric Custodio who hit her second three of the game. Playing string music with the name Lyric, I guess it kind of fits. 33-20, and Jonathan Hemingway back with me, and British Columbia pushed his lead out to 15.
Jim, and all of a sudden,
Sailor with the steal. Sailor all the way, left hand layup, rattles in good.
I like Sailor a lot. Puts her head down, real tough, finishing at the rim, doing a good job here today.
Gerwall over to Palmer. Nice flash there by Pearson. Now they get it to Pearson, foul line. She swings it over to the right. Holding it over there is Pankratz, who just checked in. Pass and a turnover right to the coach. He didn't like that. I do like the intensity that British Columbia has had in the halftime huddle and in the timeout huddle. Really working on some things. The 15-point lead is down to 11, so a little 4-0 spurt here by Sky Dig Huffman, and they come into the forecourt with an opportunity to try to chip away with that lead again with 9:42 to go. Huffman over to Parker. Parker a long left wing three off the heel of the rim, no good. Rebound hits the floor, but it's picked up by Gerwall. Gerwall now coming up for British Columbia with the right hand dribble, belt high, swings it in the left corner to Palmer, who dumps it down to Rufals. Rufals, 2 hard dribbles, 3 dribbles, good defense by Parker. She turns and shoots over anyway. Parker got the rebound, good defense. She bodied her up down there, Hemi.
We call that brick walling. You know, don't try to lean in, don't try to block shot, just brick wall your body and make them score over the top of you.
Yep, you get everything from the floor to the ceiling. Olmsted a long 3, it's no good. Rebound gonna come down to British Columbia. Gerwall with a little fancy dribble to escape. Now the trap is right there with her. She doesn't realize it. No help, nobody coming to the ball to get it up ahead. And we've got a whistle, a foul across the way that'll be on Ashley Huffman. As Selah Pankratz getting some run here now in the second half with 8:55 to go. Didn't see much action in the first half.
Everybody likes to talk about offense, but the story of this game is really defense.
Yes.
You know, it's intensity, it's being able to play hard. It's being able to force the other team into making mistakes.
And you notice Murph has been on the bench. She has been effective defensively, not getting much from them offensively, but Rufals is having her a nice day. She drives and gets fouled, and that is the other twin Rufals. That is Sierra Rufals. Now will they just play them together? Wow, that'll be a big line.
No doubt, and good high post flash there and good footwork, you know, that you saw from Sierra, being able to catch on the left side, rip it to the right, draw the foul, now shooting a couple of free throws.
Makes the first free throw. And here comes Murph and Williams in. And Olmsted and Sailor will go out. Only a 7-man bench of rotation for this Huffman squad of Sky Dig. Free throw is in and out, no good. Murph skying, Kiera Murph skying, and then they trap her off of the rebound. She tried to dribble to get away, gives it over to Huffman. Huffman picked up by Gerwall. Now she swings it up ahead to Maya Parker. We've got a whistle. Gerwall did body her up. So they call it in the backcourt. They'll take it back here.
The referees are now cleaning the play up a little bit, communicating to them, saying, hey, you can't lean all over them.
Parker will inbound it and gets it in to Huffman. Ashley Huffman going right by her. Gerwall really giving her fits. She beats her all the way down. Parker, now they play catch around the wing. Huffman puts it on the left-hand dribble. No spacing now. Gets a screen from Brewer. Now going to go all the way to the hoop. Good screen, good roll, and a good pass.
That's really good basketball. Huffman used the ball screen once, didn't get it, came back, used the very same ball screen again, and then dumped it off to her teammate. Excellent. And that's what I'm talking about, being a floor general.
Yeah, Kiera Murph on the finish, and you look up, the lead now down to 12, trying to chip away at it. They swing it to Pearson. Pearson back to Palmer, Palmer to Gerwall. Gerwall holds it, now gets it over to Pankratz. Now over to Rufals. Rufals holds and swings it on the left side. Gerwall, a 3, off of the left side of the top, no. Rebound is out of bounds, and it will be British Columbia ball, BC Finals.
Tell you what, these British Columbia girls,
They're playing.
They play tough. They play physical. They're not afraid to give them a chicken wing every now and then.
They are getting after it. There's a jumper by Rufus, and we should note they're doing this with Ace Koning on the bench.
Good call. And, sometimes in these exhibition games, it's a good chance for, the backup point guard or, whoever's, backing up Koenig to get this quality experience.
Brewer's shot is no good. Tipped around, rebound came to Huffman. She missed it. Rufus grabs it on the glass again. That's Sierra Rufus. Gerwal running the point with Ace getting minutes on the bench. Into the forecourt. It's a 13-point game. They pushed it up as high as 15, and it got down to 12, and now it's back out to 13. Swinging in the corner. A long three. Pancras. No good. Front iron. Rebound comes to Williams. Williams with it now and gives it over to Huffman. Huffman has really been controlling that ball and is running the offense. Tricky dribbles behind the back, gets a screen, kicks it over. Williams hesitates, goes down the lane, kicks it to Murph. Murph kicks it back out. Here's Parker. Parker's going to attack. She got fouled, shot up, rolled in, good. Should have been an and one. Did not get the call, but got the hoop.
Pretty consistent calling here by the officials. They haven't been calling that interior stuff very tightly, so that one goes away too.
Pearson's jumper is short. Huffman got the rebound. The lead is down to 11. A chance to bring it within 10 or lower. Huffman lost it down there. Foul on Pearson, foul on the floor.
And that's the thing about Huffman. When you start to talk about fundamental point guards, right? A lot of times you talk about kids that just initiate the offense and, just reverse the basketball. Huffman, can be one of those type of players that can do that, but you see, like, she's getting into the mouth of the defense, the teeth of the defense, and forcing the double team, and that's how you make plays.
Gerwal with good pressure on Saylor. They swinging around. Parker's long three, air ball. Dollywall gets the rebound. Dollywall up to Gerwal. Gerwal getting some pressure in the backcourt from Olmstead. They get it up ahead. Here's Dollywall. Dollywall, a long three, got pressure. It's off the side of the iron, no good. Rebound Williams. They're trying to push it now. Here comes Olmstead. Olmstead going to go all the way to the hoop. Shot off the glass, no good. Rufus with the rebound, and now a foul is on the floor. Multiple chances to get it under 10, unable to do it. Defense going to have to tighten them up, but they've got to get some hoops.
You got to be able to convert right there, but just a good job by BC's finest of running the floor in transition. You're not going to be able to make every single layup, but the key is, to be able to get second and third chance opportunities. BC's finest is limiting those right now.
And they're playing pressure defense now is Sky Dig Huffman. Saylor really on Gerwal and knocked it away. Applying that pressure. It will stay down here, Sky Dig ball. Sky Dig, they are all in the green tops and green bottoms in BC finest. White tops, black numbers, and black shorts. Gerwal with the right-hand dribble around the horn. Good pressure defense from Saylor. Now Murph came out and guarded it, dumped it down the gullet. Dollywall. Dollywall's shot is no good. Parker fighting for the rebound, swinging and gets it away. I like Parker. A long lead pass. She was aware, but it was too far of a lead pass for Saylor.
I agree. I was just about to say that. Parker has really, kind of mixed things up on the interior. Even though maybe her conversion rate hasn't been the highest percentage, she's getting defensive rebounds. She's starting the break with outlet passes, and a very integral piece here for the Sky Digs elite team.
Sylvain Gerwal checks out now, and back in is Ace Koning, and Ace pulls a jumper immediately. Good. Went to the foul line, got to her spot, rose and fired and dropped.
Here's the teaching point on that one. She gets free throw line extended, crosses over, uses the ball screen, pull-up jumper in your face.
Under 5 to go. Parker puts it on the floor. She goes hard, barreling down the lane. Layup, no good. They tip it for it. Swings it back out. Pump fake Olmstead. Olmstead jumper, no. Tipped around, and it goes out of bounds. Ever since we talked 2 weeks ago, Hemi, now I'm just paying attention to mid-range jumpers. I like how she pump fake, got right there. She was still floating. She wasn't set, but the fact is the escape dribble to get that mid-range jumper.
Yeah, good point. And I think when it comes to mid-range jumpers, it all depends upon whether or not they're pressured or not.
Mm-hmm.
If you've got a hand in your face, well, it's not a good shot. If it's wide open like Koenig's right there just a minute ago, at the free throw line, well, that's a good shot. That's in the mid-range, but it's also, in rhythm and everything else. So I think that's the key thing when you start talking about, do you like the mid-range or should you just shoot threes and deuces? And I don't think that the women's game has evolved, exactly that way, because you've got to be able to hit that one dribble pull-up.
Yeah, you do.
Especially when you got defenders like Murph, and Parker on the interior, you drive it into them, well, they're going to block shots, they're going to get deflections.
Yep.
You know, I think the percentage play is to hit that free throw line jumper.
All of those little shots that you have contribute to points in the paint, especially in the paint with floaters and attacking the rim. And, I mean, you talk about we make a lot of comparisons about Aaron Brooks, but he said the reason why he gets so much height on his shots and his floaters is he was so small, so he had to get the ball up over everybody else. Pressure defense now from Dig. They swing it on this side into the middle is Rufus. Rufus to Ace. Ace Koenig has it up top. Dumps it down low to Rufus. Both Rufus sisters are in. There's sister-to-sister act right there on the pass. Spinning. Good defense. Murph won't let her go anywhere. All over 3 seconds, I believe. Yes, sir. 3 seconds, and all of that was because of Kiera Murph's defense.
And we say it again. Stonewall on the interior. Play without fouling. Hands to the ceiling. And you get the turnover.
I have been impressed with her. Parker gets in the paint, shot up, no good, but they give her a travel. Say she walked first. So Lyric Custodio will come in. Good run here for Sayla Pancras as she takes a seat.
That's a skill that is, I think, under-talked about in the game, is the ability to play good defense without fouling.
Yeah.
You know, that's not to say that you don't play with aggression, you know, with intensity, but can you have good technique, you know, to make the other team, just as Parker did right there, to shoot over the top of you.
Will stay down on this end. 3:39 to go. It is a 13-point game, so Sky Dig got it down to 11, was unable to get it below 10, and it's kind of filtrated right there between 11 and 13 points. 15 was the largest, and a timeout is called by BC's Finest with 3:39 to go. 39 to 26, BC Finest with a 13-point lead, but this coaching staff has continued to coach throughout the game no matter the score, and that's what I love.
Without a doubt, and you know, in these type of settings, it would be, especially in an exhibition game, it would be easy to say, all right, well, just get up there and, you know, run up and down and get your run in for tonight. But you know, the guy that I worked for in college, the late Don Meyer, used to say, you know, make the games like practices and make the practices like games.
Yeah.
You know, which is to say that during a game situation, you want to focus upon learning, and in a practice situation, you want to focus upon competing. Now, that's not to say that, you know, it should be, obviously you're competing in a game, but it's also to say, you know, as a coach, you got to take the opportunities to teach, you know, for those critical situations on down the line.
Got that screen in. I think it's important, and then you get a timeout, a turnover out of the timeout, not what you wanted. Huffman floats off the front iron, no good. Williams battling for the rebound out of bounds underneath. Her and Dollywall were fighting for it, and let's see, it will be British Columbia ball.
See the full court pressure here by Sky Diggs Elite, picking up man-to-man. They're taking the man off of the basketball, a little free man action. Let's see if they get a trap off of it.
Emily Pearson is into the game, and there's a turnover. Olmstead with the steal. She used the ball fake, didn't have to. Saylor puts a layup in there good. So there it is. It's down to 11 now. That's as close as they got. Unable to get it under 10. A long pass up ahead to Rufus. Rufus lost it. She dumped it over to Pearson. Pearson catches, spins, fires, no good. Rebound ripped away by Madeline Brewer. And now look at this opportunity as we go under 3 minutes. Can they make a push right here? Going to attack Huffman all the way down the lane. She got fouled, and let's see. It'll be 2 shots, and the foul was there on Savannah Dollywall.
And again, it's Huffman's ability to get downhill to create this space that's going to get her to the free throw line. Now, typically, leading up to this point in the game, as she misses that first, she has, you know, deferred more than she has shot. But here late in the game, she's starting to look for a shot, and I like that, especially from a point guard to floor general.
Lyric Custodio will check out, and coming in is Cecilia Palmer. Both free throws, no good. They've had a couple of empty trips at the free throw lines from their guards in this second half. 2:42 to go. And a steal, a takeaway by Saylor. Saylor with the left-hand dribble. She's going to go all the way. Takes the body from Pearson and throws it up and in good off the glass. And a timeout quickly called by Huffman, Sky Ridge. Huffman, and look at that. All of a sudden, it's inside of 10. It's down to 9 with 2:29 to go. This is Peach State basketball, the Tip-Off Classic, live right here on SUVtv. We are in Duluth, Georgia at Duluth High School. British Columbia with a 9-point lead, and they quickly call timeout, and Skydig Huffman making a push.
I like these guards from Skydig's Elite. They play with a lot of tenacity. They may not be the biggest kids that you're going to see, in the tournament or in the gym, but they're going to get under your skin, and they're going to keep taking it at you. Saylor, Huffman, Olmsted, they're just going to keep coming at you on the defensive end. And, a 9-point lead here with just 2.5 to go, I would not feel all that comfortable if I'm BC's finest.
I like to use the word feisty,
Yeah.
and they've been able to call some turnovers here, and here's pressure now. They get it over to Ace, now they get it over across the timeline. Pearson picked it up off the Rufus pass. Swinging in the corner, Palmer holds it, now gives it back out to Ace Koenig. Now she dumps it over to Pearson. Pearson's going to attack, give it out to Rufus. Shot up, no. She'll be going to the free throw line. Clock 12 to go.
Here's a key phrase for you: interior passing. Good interior passing there by BC's finest. And Rufus is going to have a shot here to knock 2 in here just outside of the 2-minute mark.
She has struggled from the line today, so these are big free throws coming up. Back iron, no good. 39-30 with 2:12 to go. And Lyric Custodio will check back in, and coming out will be Palmer. Selena Palmer will check out. Rufus takes her time and goes through a free throw routine. Left hands it up in there, good. Big free throw there. Pushes the lead back out to 10 with 2:12, less than that to go. Saylor quickly into the forecourt, trying to attack. Goes down the left side of the left wing. She pulls a 3. Off, no good. Tip, fight for the rebound, and hit off of Pearson out of bounds. It will stay Skydig Huffman ball. So exactly 1:59 to go in a 10-point game. The ball was tipped. It was tipped as she tried to inbound it to Olmsted. So now here comes Murph and Parker. They'll try to bring some of that knit and grit back in. Kiera Murph goes in, and Maya Parker goes in. Hannah Williams will come out, and Madeline Brewer will also come out. Swings it to the top now, and here is Saylor gonna attack. Stop. Parker, a long 3, short front iron. It hit the floor. Dollywall with the rebound. Dollywall looks around and gives it to Ace Koenig. Ace passes shot. There we're talking about Huffman and the feistiness. Huffman all the way. Nice back pass. The Holstead, good. A little left hand drop off dime off a steal. Custodio in the ace.
Good anticipation by Huffman to come up with that steal to set it all up.
Custodio up, had a shot. She pulled it back up. Now the defense is going to try to set. There's Ace. Ace with a pass. Rufus, easy layup, good. Was able to catch the defense sleeping there and push the lead back out to 10. 80 seconds, less than that now, remaining in the half and in the game. Huffman, wow, down the left side to Olmsted. Olmsted going to attack, took the body shot up, no, going to get 2. Foul there on Rufus. That's Alicia Rufus. That will stop the clock with 69 seconds.
Well, in the end, I think BC's finest just has a little bit too much size on the interior. I think that's why you're going to see the score the way it is. And perhaps even more importantly is the fact that they have Ace Koenig, when you start talking about top 10 players in the country, that's Ace, but hats off here to Skydigs for competing, playing right to the very end and not backing down.
Olmsted split those free throws. If they'd have hit a couple of those free throws earlier, it would have been good. But I think an important time of the game is when they sat Ace Koenig. They stole about 5 or 6 minutes with her and the lead, and then she came in and closed it. Saylor, a long 3. It is no good. We are now under a minute. Rufus with the rebound in. There goes Lyric Custodio. Lyric shot up, no good, no foul. Letting them play there. Parker with the rebound and gives it over to Olmsted. Under 40 seconds. Olmsted gonna go all the way. Little Euro step layup, good. Counted and the foul. Window dressing coming in now, but the competing to the final whistle and the final horn is very important.
Olmsted once again showing the feistiness, as you say, the grittiness, as I like to call it. Going in here, taking the bump. Chance for a 3-point play.
It's like a fly at a picnic, just won't go away. 42-36, completed the 3-point play, 34.6. They're going to continue to apply pressure, and a foul there foul on Olmsted, so they'll inbound it underneath their own basket. Oh, there's a long baseball pass to Custodio. Custodio's got 2-on-1. She dumped it off the roof. False foul. Good play there by Murph. Kiera Murph wasn't going to give it an easy hoop. Fouled her with 28 and 7, 10 seconds. But I feel, you know, we talked about it. BC Finest is going to win this, but whenever you get a defensive effort from Kiera Murph the way Sky Digg did, man, that's big for your ball club.
No doubt. But the Rufas sisters played very big on the interior, provided the points, you know, on the interior for BC's Finest, and a good jumper there by, that's Olmsted, I believe.
Yep, Olmsted with a corner three.
Onyx outside. Why you're finding away with this.
Right, that game is with 9 seconds to go. Couple of turnovers. Huffman, and hey, it's a foul shooting contest.
Here I am.
Yeah, I fell into the trap.
Yeah, and here I am saying, well, you know, this is all up. But again, just like you say, like the flies at the picnic, they just won't go away. And anytime you got talented, skilled guards like this that can shoot the basketball, handle it, Huffman, Saylor, Olmsted, all of these kids making big buckets down the stretch.
44-42 with 9 seconds. I think Coach wants a couple seconds put back on the clock. He may not, but he's going to have more. Not going to get it, but that's okay. 9 seconds, so now we expect this to turn into a foul shooting game. And the ball, let's see, Ace was there. So Sky Digg quickly wanting to get a foul, put them on the line to try to extend the game. There's the inbounds, and there's Hannah Williams. Mr. Ref is not blowing the whistle. Jump ball. I saw a ponytail get pulled. 3.6, and now Sky Digg coach is saying,
well, you get the turnover right here.
Yeah,
and
got the turnover with 3.6. There you go.
Now you got your chance.
What do you run? They inbounded to Huffman. She's got to go with 2, with 1. Huffman shot up, no good. They got the final shot, and they made it a close game. Trail by 15, lost by 2. Final score, BC Finest 44, Sky Digg Elite. Huffman 42. More action from the Peach State Basketball Tip-Off Classic coming up next right here, SUV TV.